Understandable smooth shit that murderers move with. Understandable smooth shit.
Pop of this made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into.
Intro, please. Yeah. On a Monday. Happy Monday to you. Hey, you. You know how we do. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. It's that energy to win. It's that energy to win on a Monday, regardless if you lost or not. If you lost or not, or you want some chicken dinners, whether you back to work or not, and back to work could be in your motherfucking living room on the computer working. It's Monday. So you got that made it through the weekend feeling. Yeah, kid, energy is up, feeling blessed, feeling thankful as you should. Yeah, going up. On a Monday, all praise due. Happy to be here. That's the coffee. About to go get right. Still a little cold out. Said Tuesday might get a little more snow. The weatherman. But now you tuned in. Popovich, TV, we rolling, real, raw, authentic, uncut, unscripted. That feeling. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Let's get right into it. 2020 hindsight. And as we get into the hindsight, we in the end game. Clock's ticking. 2020 is about to be out of here. It's about to be 2021, kid. What you doing? What you got playing? How's looking for you? Let's get into it. 2020. Takeaways, hindsight, week 15. Have you seen yesterday video, the other video? We already did some reactions to yesterday. You know what I mean? It was a lot of crazy stuff going on, as always is in the NFL. They be having us like, quick plug, you could have got those fly Scully masses. If you shop with Pop and you win the know and you know. If you follow your boy, these sold out like that. You know what I mean? Shout outs to everybody that cop one of these. The smiley face, the love emojis, the joints that I had. You know what I mean? Shout outs to y'all. You know who you are. Appreciate you. Love is love. 2020 hindsight. Carson Wentz is mad. He's big mad. They saying he's steaming. Go knee. Why is everybody always picking on me? He sound like Daz Effects. Why is you big mad, bro? You had your day in the sun. You got your paycheck. You got your money. You wasn't playing well. It's the no fun league. It's the scripted league. However you view it, however you see it. You know what I mean? Whatever lens you looking at it through. Seeing some stuff on the internet last night. My head was like, where was I? I totally missed that. But it happens. Sometimes you just be in your own world, not even paying attention to what everybody else is paying attention to. With that being said, Wentz, your days is over probably in Philadelphia. Your days is not over in the NFL because I'm sure some teams that think that you could get it done. I still think you could get it done. As just watching you on the field, you was in the runnings for the MVP of the league, so that's definitely hard to do, even if it's a flukish on some, the clock is right 2 times a day, even a broken clock. But I still think you could ball. I mean, you had your chance, though, but it must be tough in Philly where you got injured, then Foles came in, scooped that trophy up from Brady and them nonetheless, beat one of the best teams, dynasties in the NFL. Then you come back, then it don't really work, players get hurt. You had a lot of injuries, but, at the end of the day, I know you wanted to be you that won the trophy. And you competitive, and you let that be known, and there's nothing wrong with that. I love competitive players. I hate when the L come and, my little chicken dinners is lost and it be the nonchalant feeling or factor like, yeah, we lost tomorrow, and I know that's how y'all got to do it, is game to game. And I'm just saying as the fan and as a fan that's be betting sometimes, you know what I mean? Putting my little chicken dinners, hoping to turn chicken dinners into winners, you know what I mean? But we be tight when y'all be having that nonchalant attitude like it's like it don't really matter. Like we feel like we was out there playing. Some fans is like that. Some fans is like that. They be tight. They be big mad. Like you big mad right now. My thing is, even if you is big mad, don't try to hinder Jalen Hurts. Let him get his day in the sun. Let us see if he's capable, if he's nice or not. And yesterday, obviously, they said, you know, looking at the numbers now, they say he threw for over 300 yards or did something that no play ain't do on the Eagles. And you know what I mean? So he's showing that he could ball, even though they took the L yesterday to Arizona. You know what I mean? They looking like they on the come up. What else? I mean, I just don't think Carson Wentz. I mean, again, if you mad, you mad. I'm not be mad, but don't try to sabotage or hinder. You know what I mean? Put that bad energy out there. You know, they say bad vibes. Like, don't bring the bad vibes to the locker room and to this young brother. Let him get his shot like you got your shot. And if he ain't nice enough, you know how it go. The backup quarterback is the most popular quarterback when the starting quarterback is not playing. So Philadelphia is like it's like New York. Like, you know what I mean? Like those NFC East teams and those gritty inner cities, Detroit and all that. This not for the faintest of hearts if you live in there. So, and you know that because you've been there for a little while now. So just be easy. The season is about to finish. Y'all may got a chance. Y'all may not got a chance, even though y'all got a chance. NFC East, if you know, you know. But I don't think y'all going to make it. So season going to be over for y'all like this. I don't think it's going to be the Eagles. You know what I mean? We get to that in a quick little minute. I've got to take a little notes and shit now because this is unscripted. Sometimes I be just talking about, you know what I mean? I may get off topic. But that's Wentz. I don't think he should be, you know, causing problems. Next thing, 2020 hindsight. Green Bay, they didn't cover the spread. It was a push. I told y'all Green Bay was a lock for Saturday. 2 locks I gave this week was pushes. So, I mean, call it what you want to call it. Green Bay was a push and Kansas City was a push. But Green Bay, they did what they had to do. They got the #1 spot. So, you know, right now locked up pretty much. I don't really think nobody could catch them. But are they the best team in the NFC? Are they the best team? Do you think after they come off the bye and whatever team got to go to Lambeau, that they got the, you know, that they going to the Super Bowl pretty much? Are they the best team because they got the #1 seed? What y'all think? I don't think they the best team. I think they obviously got the best quarterback. If not the best quarterback, definitely top 2 in the NFC. And no blasphemy, Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. That's why he got, you know, all those commercials. You know what I mean? So I think they're not the best team, even though they got the best record-wise. In the NFC, I think they could be had. You know what I mean? I think Russell Wilson could beat them. I think one of the NFC East teams, whoever come out, can beat them. Washington or the Giants. And I know the Giants just lost, and I know for the Giant fans, Eli did go there in the playoffs. It don't really happen a lot to go to Green Bay and win in January and win no games. That's why it was like super big for Eli to do that. Maybe it was, you know what I mean? Storybook ending. You know what I mean? Maybe it was a storybook ending for Eli. You know what I mean? What I'm getting at now. Shit that's out there on the internet. But the Rams, you lost to the Jets and the Jets lost the draft. Like, what are you doing? Like, Greeny, what are we doing? That's one of the illest sound bites that's on ESPN. Anytime they play that, I just start laughing because I know the play that they referencing with the Jets. The butt fumble, and when they was playing against New England, they like lined up with one man. Some crazy dumb shit. It's like, what are we doing? Exactly. So they won, but they lost. And they beat the Rams. Like, that's what I was saying. You seen the video I did yesterday. Like, Jared Goff, like, he looked like he's the part, looked like he could do everything, made it to the Super Bowl with Sean McVay. And Sean McVay is a good coach. But I just don't get that like, I don't know. Like, he don't do it for me. You know what I mean? He falls on the field. Like, I don't get that energy to win from him. I need to see that energy. Certain players, they don't give. They just like too cool with it. Like, you lost to the Jets, okay, it happens. If you know, if you in tune, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button. Let's help get these likes up if you rock with your boy. Yeah, kid, that feeling on a Monday, 2020, hindsight, NFL, my takeaways. It's like, okay, you could lose. I mean, you can not cover the spread. The spread was 17, and I had the Rams in the video on my week 15 picks, and then I took them yesterday too. I only took the Jets one time on that last ticket that I told you I with the Giants, and the Giants got smacked by Baker Mayfield. We'll get to that in a second. So not only do you not cover the spread, but you lose. But y'all know my saying, you're not going to keep losing and you're not going to keep winning no matter what team and organization you are in professional sports. You're going to buck the trend and win a game or lose a game. So they won. Cool. They won. Now y'all got to go play Seattle. Tough team that's fighting for positioning. You know what I mean? And you in jeopardy of just like, you lose to the Jets at home. Like, it's no excuse. Halle Berry, no energy on the sideline. And y'all know what I said about that yesterday. So you lose to so I'm not including them. Pretty much a team that could beat Green Bay. But again, I think Seattle could beat Green Bay. I think Tampa could probably beat Green Bay and Green Bay. Yeah, I know they play in Tampa. They would have to go to Green Bay. But we already seen that matchup. And give it, it was kind of like a crazy turn of events because I think Green Bay was up 10-zip just like that. And Aaron Rodgers was, in the end zone with I don't know what he was doing, just looking down at himself. You know what I mean? Like, then looking at the camera with his hands like this. I don't know. Kind of Freaky Friday type vibes. You know what I mean? But then Tampa Bay just came back, kick to the face, kneel down, Brady over, you know what I mean? Like, so they could beat him. I don't think they would fear them going in. And I just don't get that feeling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all right, y'all, last year, you had to go on the road to San Fran. And San Fran was a lock yesterday. They just need their players back. We should have never took them. Should have left that bum-ass game alone. Dallas, they won. They got it saying. But yeah, we not locked on Green Bay like that. We're not locked on Green Bay like that. I think Seattle could beat them. I think Tampa Bay could beat them. I think one of the NFC East teams could beat them, like a Washington. Because Green Bay, they have been playing better defense, and I just don't know. Second year with the coach, and the system is working well, but it's no fear. I don't think nobody gonna really fear going to play them. I really don't. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is getting older too. Kansas City lock push Saints, which I'm forgetting. The Saints could probably beat them. Go there and beat them. Obviously, it's better if they was playing in Drew Brees' house, but they not. They're not going to get the number 1 seed. Drew Brees, he had a good game, even though some of the throws, like I said, was looking a little funny, but off of 11 broken ribs, which is still just amazing to come back. Not 100%, but, play. He played well. They lost. And I think they can hang with anybody, you know what I mean? Fully healthy with their wide receiver back. Thomas was out. Kamara, they got a good team and they well coached, so they will have something to say. And I actually forgot about them, so I'm looking at the notes because I'm like, who could beat Green Bay? Yeah, definitely the Saints could beat them. And if it's Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers, it's not really a big fall off. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a big fall off between the two, no matter who you got ranked higher. They both only got 1 Super Bowl, so whole lot. Eli got 2. G-Man! Yeah! El Duque, 2. And they both got 1. Mad years, it took 2. Let's be clear. New York is in the building. All right. Just was talking about this briefly. Can the NFC East team win a playoff game? Yes. New Yorker, I'm going to go with the Giants. We in the end game. 2020 is coming to an end. Still hot. Looking for that UNCLEMURDA wrap-up. Yeah, shout outs to my boy FAMUS. His review of the rapper was crazy. I'm going to leave a link below so y'all can check out my boy FAMUS. on the hip hop vibes. He just did the ill video of Uncle Murder on the wrap up. And y'all know I was kind of talking about how we waiting to all see, you know what I mean? But anyway, I think an NFC team can win. And I think it's going to be Washington. Even though the Giants beat Washington twice already, like I said, I'm rolling with Alex Smith. I think he is an underrated quarterback because we forget that he was a winner. He is a winner. And just to come back, the testicular fortitude to come back from 18 fucking surgeries, like, come on, like, yeah, 18 fucking surgeries. You got to say it like that, like with that expletive, like, yeah, 18 fucking surgeries that man came back from. So I'm not going against anybody that's coming back from 18 surgeries. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a winner in my book. I mean, I think we all can, you know, agree to that. But if Washington win, and they probably will, because the Giants play Baltimore, and then I think we play Dallas or the Eagles, like, it's quiet. As long as Washington win one more game, they Gucci. And their defense is better than the Giants' defense right now. They playing good. I know they just lost, but they just won 4 in a row or 5 in a row, just like the Giants. You're not going to keep winning. You do for that L. And Giants revert right back to what they were. You know what I mean? It wasn't because of Colt McCoy, in my opinion. You kind of like did some bonehead shit, not kicking the field goals. Just like, you know, you're a rookie coach, Judge. Joe Judge, we having coffee. Joe. You look in eye, and I think you are going to be what the Giants need. I think you got the attention, and you can be a leader of men. But those was kind of like some boneheaded plays, like on the Rig channel. They're like, yo, these smartest coaches and players, sometimes they just be doing the dumbest shit. Fuck your bread up, you know what I mean? Couldn't keep it close. 6.5. Like, I knew y'all was going to lose, but I figured y'all would cover the spread. They didn't. But I like the NFC East team, particularly Washington, because I don't care how cold it is in Green Bay or if they got to go to the Dome. That defense is traveling well. Like, the defense is going to travel. Moving on. Is Cleveland the real deal or not? They beat the Giants. They lost to Baltimore. They've been losing to Baltimore and Pittsburgh in that division. And that's who they're going to have to contend with. Obviously, Big Ben is on the clock. That clock I told y'all about with all of the old quarterbacks. Eventually, they're out of here. KRS-One, do you ever think about when you out of here? So all they really just is another serviceable quarterback. And there's no knock on Ben. Ben is a 2-time champion. You know what I mean? Hall of Famer, most likely. But with the coaching of Mike Tomlin, who is one of the better coaches in the NFL, he's definitely in an upper echelon of coaches. He's that dude, you know what I mean? Super nice, can adjust, just really couldn't beat New England unless it was, you know what I mean, Disney World ending. But with that being said, Cleveland, I ain't going to say Kansas City is a lock, but you see I had to give pause for cause. They do got the best quarterback in the AFC, I think. Patrick Mahomes, it might be in the NFL, obviously. But if you still want to count Rodgers because he's in the MVP, we hear you. I hear you. Aaron Rodgers, you is in the MVP race, and you got less to work with. So I hear you. You older. That's the LeBron factor. You old. As long as they keep doing it as old as they are, they keep getting the pass because it's like, how you keep, you know what I mean, dodging and weaving Father Time the way you're doing it. So it's kudos to that. It's definitely, you have to factor that in. With that being said, I think Cleveland is one and done. However, if the defense get a little more, you know, tighten it up a little bit more, you could beat Indianapolis, you could beat Tennessee, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, I think they could give somebody a game. They're not going to have home field advantage, I don't think, but because they run the ball well when they play defense, the play action, Baker Mayfield can't get it done. They do play in Cleveland, so that means they dealing with, you know, crazy weather, and he proved that he can play in that. So, you know, they hyping him up now. Like I said, he got wild commercials. One of the funniest ones is when he trying to get in the stadium with no keys. You know what I mean? Progressive got him on all the way blast, speed dial, Baker Mayfield. Quick, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. So when I upload the videos, you could get alerted and rock with your boy. Yeah, kid, on the Monday. But I don't know how much damage they're going to do. Like I said, I think they could maybe, but I'm going to put other teams over. Obviously, Kansas City is here. Pittsburgh is still here. I'm not putting Buffalo over Pittsburgh, even though they lost. They had a crazy little scheduling. They're going to beat Cincinnati tonight. Gonna cover the spread. I like Pittsburgh. Monday night predictions. Pittsburgh minus the 14 at Cincinnati. Third string quarterback. Not one, not two, 3 times. Shout out to my man, Do the Right Thing. And if you know, you know. Pittsburgh back. And yeah, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Buffalo. I'll throw Cleveland in there. They got the ill run game. And I don't really trust Phillip Rivers like that. No, matter of fact, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Tennessee, Colts, then Cleveland. That's my order. So, like, I think depending on who they match up against, they might could get a playoff game. But when I say real deal, can they go to the Super Bowl? I mean, I don't know what the odds is. Anything can happen, but I'm not giving it to them. Moving on, which gets us right into, is Kansas City a lock for the Super Bowl? And are we getting prepped up and primed for Patrick Mahomes against Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees? I know they want to see Drew Brees, in the Super Bowl again. Came close to, I mean, they had 2 bad calls in the playoffs. We all seen it. And so that lets you know, if we all seen it and it still transpired, then what does that tell you? That tells you, yeah, they do what they want to do. Vegas on the bat line calling for Drew Brees. You're not going. It's going to be a miraculous play, and we're not going to call that interference pass. Sorry. Next year, the script continues. Feel me? So it's either going to be one of them. I don't see Russell Wilson. Definitely don't see Jared Goff in them again. Obviously, it could be Tom Brady because they already played again, so that'd be the hell of a matchup. And that's probably going to be the best storyline, is that he 20 years in New England, slide over to the NFC East, and then go to the Super Bowl to play Kansas City. But we getting ahead of ourselves. My question is Kansas City a lock to get to the Super Bowl? In my opinion, they're not a lock, because I do think Pittsburgh could beat them, and I do think Buffalo could beat them. I also think Tennessee could beat them. Lee, you bugging out. Yo, I'm about to unsubscribe. All right, cool. But before you unsubscribe, listen to what I'm saying. Obviously, the best matchup is Patrick Mahomes, and I think they are the best team with Andy Reid, and even though Allaire just got hurt, so, you know, you got the insurance policy with Le'Veon Bell. But they can be beat. The Saints showed y'all yesterday that even with Drew Brees coming back from, 11 broken ribs, wide receiver out, you know what I'm saying, just coming back, they still only lost by 3. Now, you could say the game really wasn't that close, and at the end, they scored the touchdown, messed the spread up, you know what I mean, or made it a push. But Kansas City, as long as a good team got defense and that could keep Patrick Mahomes, a.k.a. PM, a.k.a. NyQuil, on the sideline, you give yourself a great chance. And Pittsburgh got a good defense. Again, they played those games. It's the NFL. Teams come into play, and sometimes you lose. But now when all the marbles is on the line, I love Mike Tomlin as a coach in the big games. You know what I'm saying? And he's not playing against Belichick, who is, I think, better than him, obviously, but not by that much. You know what I mean? Not by much. I like Mike Tomlin. That's why he's been in Pittsburgh for as long as he has been, and he's the truth. But with that being said, then I think Buffalo can score enough and make enough big plays outside, inside, no matter where they play. So those are the 2 teams, you know what I mean, like I said. And then lastly, Tennessee with the run game. Derrick Henry, he could be MVP this year. He definitely could be MVP. And if he's not MVP, he's in the runnings for MVP. Let's not anybody say, no, I'm like, you're bugging. You know what I mean? Derrick Henry is playing at a phenomenal level, and he did this shit last year. So he been playing. He like Harden. It's just so many other, play like LeBron in the league for mad long. But who do you give it to? Giannis. But then you like, oh, James Harden is having MVP season too. You know what I mean? Like Derrick Henry is in the runnings too. I hear you, Patrick Mahomes. I hear you, Aaron Rodgers. I hear you, other players that you may be. He definitely having the same. But if they run the ball, and Tannehill, yeah, I like Tannehill. Tannehill balling. And since he signed that contract and they got rid of Mariota and inserted him, they've been balling. And he's been in the top quarterback statistics in the last 3 years. Go check. You know what I mean? And I ain't going to act like I got my statistics as facts is better than yours. I'm getting the same information you getting. He up there off that play action. But that's just that with Kansas City. You know what I mean? Lastly, What else we got for y'all? So I don't think they are locked. You know what I mean? Even though them against Brady or them against Aaron or even Drew Brees, any one of those three old quarterbacks, it'll make for a great quarterback. And even Russell Wilson, obviously. Russell was, he been there twice, done that. And, his name hold weight too because he nice. That'd be a great quarterback matchup. Real quick. Cam Newton. Cam damn Newton. I did a video on this. Go check the other video, like Kanye said, pulled up in my other bins. Told y'all, Cam Newton, he not working with a lot. He not. Belichick even admitted this, so that should let you know. He don't say shit. You know what I mean? His mouth straight like 915 and one time in the vein. He not saying nothing. He even came out like, yo, we put all our chips on the table. We did what we did. This is the end result. And on top of that, some of my, star best players sat back this year. Like, yo, we not playing. COVID, 2020. It is what it is. So Cam ain't have nothing to work with. Coming off an injury. Then he got COVID this year. Yeah, it sound like excuses. It sound like bullshit. It sound like, he just don't got it no more. But he was MVP of the league. It was a long time ago. He did play in the Super Bowl. He didn't jump on that ball. And I had Cam against Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl, and I lost money on Cam. Like, damn it, man. Lost chips on Lakers, gassed off Shaq. Shout out to Bay. Lost chips on Cam, gassed off Newton. And we lost. And he didn't dive on the ball. And I seen that shit on my own. I was like, oh, he could have jumped on the ball. I would like to see him back in New England. They got him for the cheap. I think he will, obviously continue to evolve in that Josh McDaniels system, that Belichick system. He ain't really have a lot to work with. He don't got no receivers, his arm and all that. Let him get a year of, off season and all that stuff that go into the season, and then I think he will come back and be balling. I like him. Obviously, he's the original dual threat. Well, no, he's not the original. Obviously, Mike Vick and Cordell Stewart, a couple other, you know what I mean. But in that mold, big Dante Culpepper, you know what I mean. My boy when he was on the Vikings, you know what I mean. That was cool. When he was on the Vikings, killing with Randy Moss, you know what I mean. Robinson, running back. But anyway, I think we'll have to just see if he comes back or not. I don't know if New England will want him to come back. Maybe they do want to, not stun him. I don't think he's the deal either. They probably go get a quarterback. Or maybe they'll go get, people keep throwing that out there in the air. Matt Stafford, I think he's a good quarterback. Obviously, he's not old as the Aarons in them, but he's in that tier, you know what I mean? And they getting washed out with the new wave. But obviously his arm is still official. He know the game, and obviously when you got great coaching and a great staff around you with players, he will be way better in New England. It's like one of those teams, like no matter who you put over there, they can win games. They won with Brian Hoyer. Like, you know what I mean? They won 11 games with Castle or with the quarterback when Brady broke his leg. You know what I mean? So another quick thing, because that's it really. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, but this